everyone. Today we will be discussing a very interesting topic, which is how language and society can contribute to mental illness. As we all know, mental illness is spreading rapidly in community nowadays, and the National Health and Mobility Survey also support this statement. Language actually shapes how we see the world. The words we choose and the meaning we attach to them influence our feelings, attitude, and belief. Our language choices have a very powerful effect on how we see the world, and people who living with mental health conditions. So to discuss further about this topic, I have invited four panelists specialized in their own field, which is Mrs. Raja Nashapika binti Raja Mamat, who is an organizational psychologist, Dr. Ili Najwa binti Muhammad Ikhwan, psychiatrist in National Institute of Mental Health, Professor Nurul Hamizah binti Muhammad Selasaidin from Sultan Idris Education University, and Mrs. Fadin Alia Ariza binti Muhammad Hisham from Marriage and Family Therapy. Without further ado, let's move on to the first panelist to know more about our topic. So, Mrs. Raja Shafika, can you tell me how language and society contribute to mental illness in organizational hierarchy?
Thank you to Mrs. Moderator. So regarding our topic today, one of the factors that language and society contribute to mental illness will be the social expectation in organizational hierarchy. So what kind of expectation? So it will be the high expectation that comes from higher position workers towards the lower position workers. So basically, higher position workers will be the manager, CEO, will expect that the workers will do very well in what they give. So basically, the manager will give already setting goals to their workers. So for example, like you need to find a tender, a lot of buyer or a lot of customer. So when you cannot complete the task or you cannot reach the expectation that comes from your manager will raise the question and comment about your words. So when they also will mad at you and give some words that can hurt your feeling, like you don't deserve to work here if you cannot do simple things. So with this word, it will lead to the effect of this word, effect of the manager saying this word to them, is going to lead to increase in absenteeism. So why? Because the workers will feel stressed and will live like they feel that they are in pressure by their manager. So sometimes they also case about the increase of absenteeism because of mental illness like depression. And instead of just the manager saying getting mad to them, they just need to give support word like you already do a good job, but you still can improve more. So with with that word, the worker will feel that the boss still believe on them, even though they cannot reach the expectation from their boss. So to conclude, I can say that society need to be more careful and to be care about the others when they give something. And also language that used by the society also need to consider in every aspect, especially the feelings of the workers. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Raja, for your sharing. From her view, we can see that the society should not mistreat others based on their social rank. So, we go on to Dr. Ili. As a psychiatrist, what do you think that the other factors that will lead to mental illness?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. In my opinion, one of the factors of language and society that contribute to mental illness is cultural differences. So, as we all know, cultural differences can also lead to discrimination and racism. So first, let's take a look at the definition of racism. So based on Professor Kamal Dikbul, racism can be defined as prejudice or antagonism directed against someone of a different race, based on the belief that one's race is superior. So according to Anxiety and Depression Associations of America, racism can take on many forms, including the racial microaggressions, which are described as more overt racist experiences. So for instance, being called a racial or ethnic slur, being physically assaulted, or being denied privilege due to their race. Uh, so one example for this is when an employer says you wouldn't fit in, or the customers will object. This is considered as direct race discrimination. So this happens when a person is treated less favorably because of some aspect of their identity, such as race and religion. So other example for this is when a worker turns them down for a job because they have connections with someone from a particular racial group, such as their partner is the Afro-Caribbean. So this is also considered as direct race discrimination. Besides that, race discrimination also can occur in indirect ways. For example, the banning of wearing headscarf or insisting on wearing skirts at work or at school. So, as a conclusion, I would like to say that racism is an unpleasant reality. And I hope everyone can stop racism because it causes harm to those who are on the receiving end. It hurts their freedom and dignity, and it also hurts our society at large. And I hope everyone can respect others' differences.
Thank you, thank you, Dr. Iri. So people should not discriminate others based on their identity, like they are racist. So, Prof. Hamza, as an academic, what is your point of view on how the language used by the society can contribute to mental illness?
Okay, thank you, dear moderator. It's a heavy topic, isn't it? How language and society can contribute to mental illness. Well, there's a lot of factors affecting mental illness. The first panel had mentioned and explained about how workplace environment involving the society and the language usage is somehow connected to mental illness. And the second panel had mentioned about how cultural differences is also a part of it. So now the third factor is none other than the role of social media. Social media and the society is totally connected, but social media and mental illness is not totally linkable. Based on the research that had been conducted by George et al. In 2018, social media is proven to be one of the contributing factors, just one of the contributing factors. So now, in our mind, we might be thinking, right, how is it connected? How the researchers prove it? So, the researchers had recruited a few students to participate in an online study participation platform. So they receive a prompt to complete a few questionnaires regarding the time allocated for them to use the social media and the mental illness symptoms that occurred to them. So and then the researchers use an application to collect the data. So that is how the researchers prove their statements. Okay, now the question in our mind remains, how is it mental illness and the social media is connected? So, social media, such as social networking sites, is an open platform for everyone to express their feelings, their thoughts, and everything to the world. So they can post pictures, videos, and everything. This is dangerous because it gives the ultimate power to the society to do things in their own ways. People who think that they're always right in everything will criticize, insult, and using some harsh words to others openly in the social media. So people who are sensitive and it could hurt their feelings, and if they take it to the heart, it could lead to a more serious matter like suicidal thoughts. So I can say that social media, the open platform, is also a trait that could lead to mental illness. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Hamza, for your point of view. So we can say that we should not be limitation in using the social media. Mrs. Fatih Alia, can you tell me how family conflict affects the mental illness?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. From my point of view, there are many stressful impacts on the family that are dealing with conflict, but children are the most affected among all. Upon the divorce, the children experience a wide range of emotional reactions, including loneliness, sad, anger, and anxiety, which will later lead into another phases of life. These emotional reactions will highly occur when they are among their friends at school, when the topic of conversation is about the family. Then at that time, they will compare their life, their family life with the others, and they will feel ashamed and isolated because they know that their family is not as normal as the others. But that is from the children's side. What about the parents itself? Separated or divorce will also affect the parents. One of the parents might have a serious mental illness when it involves the life after divorce, especially when the children are involved. The social stigma that comes from the society about divorce will make the parents feel depressed because when they know that you are divorced, they try to speculate about who went wrong, whose fault it was, and what failed the marriage. They want to know about the struggles of the relationships, how much of the families involved, and the gossip, the rumors will be investigated among the society. Other than that, the stress and anxiety will also occur when they have to deal with the law. Judges may consider which parents can provide their children the healthiest environment in which to grow. This also will bring a serious impact of the parent that possibly will lead to mental illness. Depression, which is mental illness itself, takes control of many people during divorce. I have witnessed this situation with my client on the first hand. Well, what can I conclude is a healthy relationship among family members is the key to avoid mental illness. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fatih Alia. Because we are running out of time, so if there is any question from the floor. Okay.
I have a question to Professor Hamza. My question is, how can we become a good social media user? So that's all.
So your question is how to be a good social media user, is it? Okay, thank you for your question. So I think there's a tip shared by Isaac Amdan that I think is quite useful for us. So yeah, he said that in order to become a good social media user, number one, you have to be humble. You still can be humble in doing or in sharing your success, like For example, you can show, you can post appreciation post, right? You know, yeah. And number two, you need to be thankful. So always be grateful of what you have, because you don't know that other people might not have what you have. You see, it's just maybe you didn't realize it yet. Okay, number three is be patient. In the social media world, not everything you see is exactly what you have been thought of. Right. So you need to be rational, you need to take time, and yeah, be patient. Okay, number four, you need to be loved. If you have followed all of the steps above, all the three tips above, you will find yourself personifying the love, because you have been humble, a grateful, and a patient person. So I hope this will benefit all of us. Thank you.
There is any other question? Okay.
From here. So I think this question is for Miss Raja, right? So how do we actually overcome stress at work?
Thank you, Asa. So in my opinion, actually stress you cannot avoid, but you still can handle. Like you have to have time balance, like for yourself, for your family, and also when you do your work. And if you have, ability to work in pressure, like by Heather Doshi in 2004, she said about this that if you have ability that can handle the pressure, it will be advantage for you, but it's not a must to everyone. But so if you want to avoid, you cannot avoid, but handle just to first to enjoy your life. To have your free time for yourself first, and enjoy your family, and then when you're happy, you can also lead to in your work too. Like you can enjoy yourself in your when you doing your work. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Raja. So I think that's it for today. So that I will conclude the forum that language used by the society plays important roles in it plays important roles to people. So I will end this forum with a quotation from Robin Sharma, which words can inspire and also can destroy. So choose your words well. That's all.